Yeah, you're ready. Check. Are you sure they are
Bless us as we take the lunch, and as we are coming back in the afternoon, we pray for your blessings. Take us through until the end. It's in Jesus' name we do pray and believe. Amen.
All right, so lunch will be served at the restaurant. We can take at most 30 minutes, right? So that by 3:30 we start the event. Thank you very much. Bon appetit.
And all the time? Great. Now, my name is Pauline Wangeshi. My name is Pauline Wangeshi. I'm the chairperson for the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce, Kirinyaga County. Yangu ni kuwakaribisha all the youth to this forum. Karibuni sana. Our guests, and all protocols observed, our patron members, the architect group, our partners, and all the youth. I want to take this opportunity to welcome you na wambie jirani yako leo ni ile siku. Leo ni ile siku niliwaambia we are taking the business of Kirinyaga to beyond the borders. Kuna siku niliwaambia hiyo siku itafika, si ndio? So leo ni hiyo siku where we are growing our business to another level. So are we ready? Are we ready? Thank you. I don't walk alone in the
I can see that. So my name is Charity and I'm the youth director, and I'm happy to see you all today here, and I know we are all ready for the day, right? So karibuni.
Good afternoon. Habari zenu? There are people who are not with us. Habari zenu? Naona kweli tuko pamoja. Wanjohi Boy is my name. I'm the Vice Chair of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Kirinyaga. And we do appreciate the fact that you actually left your businesses and many other good things you are doing for yourself and came to this particular meeting, which is not going to, actually, you are not going to go home the same way you came to this particular meeting. Karibuni sana na Mungu awabariki sana 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 zaidi. Asanteni sana.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Judith Karimi. I'm a director with the Chamber of Commerce Kirinyaga chapter. I'm a business person in Kiruwea dealing with textiles. And I'm happy that I can see the young lot wants to learn. Please feel welcome. I've just finished saying the young lot wants to learn. I've seen a gentleman I know, so at least that one I know is not there in the young lot. But all of you feel welcome and we appreciate you.
Good afternoon. God is good and all the time. My name is Lucy Jine Maina. Mimi ni mkulima hapa Kirinyaga. Mimi ni mwalimu. My other name is Mama Biashara. I'm a director in the chamber. I'm also a director in the Agriculture and Food Authority. Mimi ndio nasimamia ukulima wa kahawa huko. So tutaendelea kuwasiliana. Asanteni sana.
In the morning, those that were present, we had an interactive training session, right? So it is the work of the chamber, when you remember, we train you on business skills and how to thrive in your business. When you're a member of the chamber, you start to have a benefit of diplomatic representation. Chamber is present across many countries, so we have diplomatic relationship that exists, and when you want to interact with any other country, the chamber does the representation of your business to the other country. When you're a member of the chamber, you stand to, what we do is financial literacy and financial linkage. You find there are existing partnership with different financial institutions to mend the gap that exists in your business. So we do financial linkage of your business. We also do market linkage at the chamber. We link you to opportunities where you can market and access your products to other countries. At the chamber, we offer the certificate of origin. That is a documentation that when you want to export any other product to any international market, you're required to provide. So at the chamber, we provide certificate of origin at a subsidized price for the members. There are so many other benefits of when you are a member of the chamber. We are there because you're there. And our slogan is growing your business together. So chamber is home for every person who has a business. If you're in business and you're not a member of the chamber, na wewe ni mwana youth, in case you want to grow your business to the next level, unafaa kukuwa umejiandikisha kukuwa mwanabiashara. We have different categories that exist, starting with the low level, ule wa chini kabisa, from 1,000 registration and a subscription of 1,000 per year. Sidhani kuna mtu anaweza kosa hiyo. Kuna mtu? Sisi wanabiashara, si ndio? So there is a room for every member and every category at the chamber. So it's my pleasure to welcome you all who have not onboarded to the chamber, so to be enjoying such platforms and such goodies at the chamber. It is my pleasure today that we are joined by different partners, and we will withstand a chance of enjoying so many opportunities today. And that is the platform the Chamber offers to you as a business person. So please, if you're there and you're not a member of the Chamber, I don't know what you're waiting for.
Chief guest, Bwana Felix, our chair, Madam Pauline, my colleague directors in Kirinyaga, and our patron sponsors, ladies and gentlemen, habari zenyu tena. Mnakumbuka nimewambia naitwa nani? Nimejiintroduce na majina mengi, but there's one I don't want you to forget. Nimewambia naitwa nani? Mama Biashara. So I am here briefly to just open the floor for the many speakers that we have lined up. Na kwa sababu mimi ni mwalimu, ndio umeona nimekuja na my teaching aids. Si mwalimu anatembeanga na teaching aids. So in 10 minutes, I want to tell you about these teaching aids. And I want to start by appreciating the young people for turning up for this training. It is possible ungeitwa na useme, this thing is not relevant for me. Ungeitwa na useme, I don't have time to attend a whole afternoon. But I want to tell you that there's no better time to be a young person in Kenya than the times we are living in. I know everyone is complaining, uchumi ni mgumu, politics imeenda vile imeenda, mambo imeenda vile imekuwa, but I want to tell you this. From an international and world perspective, we are at the, what can I call it? Ndio tunaenda kuingia a new economic setup. And this is the best time for a young person who has another 30 years to do things. This is the best time. Looking back in hindsight, I wish I was a young person at this time. Ndio tunaenda tu kutoka ile era ya technology. We've been living in an era of technology, computers, communication, Facebook ikakuja, YouTube zikakuja, hata TikTok ikakuja, zile zingine zote zikakuja. But now we are at the gate where we are entering another economic setup. We are entering the era of artificial intelligence. Now, this era of artificial intelligence is bringing with it a bag of goodies and a bag of disadvantages. As a young person, it is up to you to choose which bag do you want to inherit from this new economic setup. I don't know whether you've heard that in the era where we are going, very many jobs are going to be replaced by artificial intelligence. Mesikia hivyo? Already, there are some jobs that have already been taken. For example, when you make a call to the customer care of Absa Bank, customer care of Safaricom, who responds to you? Who responds to you when you make a phone call? Ile customer care line. Si ni mtu anaongea hata umjui hata umuoni, ni machine inakujibu. So tunaambiwa the next thing that is going to happen and has already happened in many in some countries, gari ndio zitakuwa zinajipeleka. Zitakuwa hazina madriver. So if you are in school or you are sitting here and you are still dreaming of taking a job as a driver, those are some of the jobs in the next 10 years that are not going to be available in Kenya. And there's a long list of what are the jobs that are likely to be taken by artificial intelligence in the new economic setup. And when I was looking at that, I wanted to know, so which are those jobs that are not going to be taken by artificial intelligence? I wanted to know which are those. Part of the jobs that I realized are unlikely to be taken over is entrepreneurship. If you know exactly where do you want to plug in the area of entrepreneurship. The other one, of course, is agriculture. everybody must eat and somebody must grow the food. The list is long, and because we are all young, we are tech savvy, I invite you to go and check for yourself. When you go to the website or when you go to social media, check for yourself what are those jobs that are likely to survive in the setup that we are getting into. So for me is to encourage you young people seated here, because you are either already an entrepreneur or you are an aspiring entrepreneur, is to tell you you are at the right place at the right time. Sawa sawa? And so, then how do you get ready to harness this opportunity as an entrepreneur? And I briefly just want to give you 5 P's that you need to get ready with as you start the journey of being an entrepreneur, in the way of laying the foundation for our main speakers. And the first P is purpose. As an entrepreneur, you must identify your purpose. What is it that you want to do as an entrepreneur? The challenge that we have here in Kirinyaga and in the entire country is that as business people, we want to do everything, and at the end of the day, nothing. Because when you become a master of everything, or tunasemanga inaitangwa nini hiyo, jack of all what? Of all trades and a master of none. So, in identifying your purpose, my invitation to you as a young person is to exactly identify which place in entrepreneurship do I want to get into. Once you do that, then that gives you the vision of where you want to go. Because all roads, if you don't know where you want to go, all roads will take you there and you will end up nowhere. So my first teaching aid is this book. This is my first book, the one I've authored, and I have several others in print that are going to come out. This book is the story of my life, and the title of this book is The Big School at the End of the Tarmac Road. When I was a very little girl, I can't even remember whether I'd gotten to class 2. I knew with the conviction of an angel, I never want to spend my entire life here in Kirinyaga. I knew there has to be a life outside of Kirinyaga. And so, as a young person, people would ask me, what do you want to become when you grow up? And my answer would be, me, I want to become a big person in that place where this, you see on the roads, the electricity poles and the wires are lined like this. If you are in a bus or in a vehicle driving, we would see like they are running behind when we are going in front. I don't know how many had that kind of an experience, or even the trees. When you are a young person, you are in a vehicle, the trees look like they are running behind and you are running in front. So I used to say, where these electricity poles are going, that is where I'll go and make a career. Until my friends in our local language here called me the big school, and hence the title of this book. Long story short, I ended up in the place where those big electricity, whatever they go, and I became what I became. For a long time, I only used to come to Kirinyaga to visit. So what am I saying? Identify your purpose. Get so convinced and sold onto this place of entrepreneurship that you want to go, that nothing can remove you from it. So that's my first P. And it's called what? Purpose. So what entrepreneur do you want to be? The second P is prepare. Once you have identified this is the line you want to get into, prepare. Part of the preparation, of course, is like attending trainings like these ones we are attending. In my entrepreneurial journey, I'm also still preparing and learning. That is why I'm here, and that is why I have carried my second teaching aid. This is my coffee.
I have told you I am a coffee farmer. This is the coffee from my farm. I have come here because I can see Kenya Bureau of Standards is here, Africa Continental Free Trade is here. That is the next level where I want to take my business. I grow and export my coffee to Europe and to China, but I have not penetrated the African market. I'm here because I want to tap into the African market. So I don't just farm coffee. I do coffee as a business. Tumeelewana? So second P, plan. That which you want to go, make sure you are so prepared that once you get into it, you will not make mistakes. And even if you make mistakes, then you know how to amend. The third P, pursue. Pursue that line of business, that line of entrepreneurship. Do not sit on the table just planning, saying, once I get ready with everything, once we have a new government, once we have money, you know all those excuses that we give. Don't over-plan. Don't over-prepare. Start where you are. When I started coffee farming about 15 years ago as a business, I was only growing coffee, selling it to the factory the way we all know how to do. But as I continued doing, learning, and implementing, this is how I have got here to where I am right now. So, pursue. Don't overanalyze. Start the business. As long as you're convinced this is what you want to do, start. And now continue learning when you're there. The fourth P, persist. Why persist? It's because the journey of an entrepreneur is not for the faint-hearted. The journey of an entrepreneur is not like employment. You know, in employment, you know that ka salary, hata kama ni kandogo, every end of the month, that salary will be there. And then you can plan yourself with it. In entrepreneurship, today you can be very lucky and you make good money. The next 3-4 months, you might have nothing. So, if you're not sold onto your dream as an entrepreneur, it's very easy for you to give up. For example, as an entrepreneur in coffee farming, last year but one, a farm that gives me almost 30,000 kilos of cherry coffee gave me only 5,000. I had spent money in preparing, but something just happened and I lost everything. It's very easy to give up. So, persist. Once you know where you want to go, even when those things that can take you off course they come, utakaa hapo, utaanza tena, na utaendelea. I like to tell people that an entrepreneur survives on hope. That tomorrow will be what? Will be better. Doesn't matter how today is, tomorrow will be better. So even if you sleep on an empty stomach, even if you have lost everything, tomorrow you will wake up with that hope, dust yourself, and still be able to move on. And finally, the fifth P, if you persist, is that you will prosper. You will do what? That will not happen in a day. That will not happen overnight. It is a journey that you have to walk, but the advantage that you have as a young person seated here is time. You have another 30, 40 years ahead of you to do all that you need to do, to make mistakes, to fail, to wake up, to try again. The only mistake I'll tell you to avoid is don't be a jack of all trades. So as I sit down and allow the speakers now to take the platform, I'd like you to go home with my 5 P's. P number 1, P number 2, P number 3, P number 4,
P number 5. Tuko class kweli. P number 1 is purpose. Identify the line of entrepreneurship you want to get into. P number 2 is prepare or plan. P number 3 is pursue. Don't overplan. Start. P number 4, persist. And P number 5, we meet on the other end when you have prospered. Thank you so much and have a great afternoon.
We appreciate Director Lucy better. All right. Before I call our second speaker, I just want to acknowledge the presence of Nice Digital City. Melanie, maybe you can say something.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. My name is Melanie Chepkemoi. I am a software engineer graduate, but currently a social media manager at Nice Digital City Hotel. I'm proud today to be representing Nice Digital City Hotel. For those who don't know, it is located along Nairobi-Meru Highway. It's not just a hotel, but it is a one-stop shop. We offer a lot of things, accommodation, swimming pool. And at Nice Digital City, we don't just offer food, but we also create a great experience. And we are also expanding. We have a maize milling project, and very soon you will be eating nice extra premium. And we are also hiring in case you're good in sales executive, sales representative, regional sales manager. You can also check our social media pages for application, so you'll be part of our family. Thank you so much. Before I forget, receive greetings from our director, Kiki Mkombozi, and also our chairman, Charles Njiru. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Melanie. Nice Digital City is a member of Kncci Kirinyaga, so we had to acknowledge them. Our third speaker, I'd like to welcome Madam Purity Mutera, Director at Fortis Medical College. Let's appreciate her as she comes.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. Praise God. Praise God. Are we happy? I can see very bright faces. This is very good. And to add into that, I'm so happy to see so many youths in this forum. I wish I would be your age. So many years back, and maybe during our time, we never used to have this. But imagine you people are so lucky. So such that ukisikia ati youth amesota, huyo ni mwenye hafanyi nini? Ati somebody else has sitaki kusema venye amesema. Ati youth mwenye amesota hafanyi nini? Amejiashiria. Sitaki kusema hiyo ingine, kuna ingine inasemwa hapa. So as you've heard, I'm Purity. I'm the director, Kerugoya Fortis Medical and Cancer Center. And we've got a newborn that is Fortis Medical Training College. So I'm inviting you, the youths, and also those people who are also my age. The beauty about college is always open. It doesn't matter your age, as long as you can see the blackboard. And nowadays we don't use the blackboard. There are so many ways that we pass information. And as long as that information sinks into your head and you're able to apply, you are all eligible. So I was told to come and say what Sheba has done for me. And let me start by saying, before I say what Chamber has done for me, let me first say what it has done for me. Through Chamber, I've learned a lot. How many of you were taking notes when Mrs. Gine was taking us through the 5 P's? wow, see your students, these are good students, and these students are going far. That is very good, and that is very true. Incidentally, I had the same. I had said, before I tell you what Chamber has done for me, I'll have to take you to the 5 P's, but she has done it so well. I don't need to repeat that. Learning will never end. Let me tell you, today I'm what I am because of Kirinyaga, Kncci. I used to do things in that Kidodo way. Do you know what Kidodo means? Just like that, eh? But now I'm a shaped up person through Kncci, Kirinyaga. I've gone places. Ebu semeni kuenda Bali. And I'm still going. I'm still enjoying because I know there is another one pending. That is why I'm so enthusiastic. Through Kncci, Kirinyaga. So you people, you are in the right place. These people have taken me to Zimbabwe. Sema Zimbabwe. Yes. And it was a fully sponsored trip. And in a 5-star hotel. And networking was wow. Because there we met who is who in business. Ebu imagine, can you put that in your mind? Ebu imagine one day, because Chamber haibagui, you only need to put your books well. Your records very well. Hiyo tu ndio secret. Unajua sasa nawapatia mwa Kenya, because I want you to guys to go next time. Whatever we learn, please put it into practice. And that is what will speak for you. Okay, if you are told to have a license, please make sure you've got a license. All those licenses that you're supposed to have, your business, incorporation, your whatever it is, your taxes, don't ignore to pay Zakayo what belongs to. What belongs to Caesar, you have to give, and that is way back from the Bible. So we know that. Yeah, keep your books very well. Do your work very well. Work hard, work smart. Sawa sawa. And be a disciplined person. Let me talk about discipline before I go to the next thing that Chamber has done for me. Discipline is what makes a person. Hata kama ulipata grade A. Grade A minus discipline is equals to 0. Hata afadhali mwenye alipata E. Because with the A you can maneuver, ufanye kazi yako vizuri, na you become a person. Other than getting an A of an indisciplined person. Please, tumepata hiyo. That discipline is very key. Discipline is what defines us. And as youth, I can tell you that you should be a master of your mind. Don't feed your mind with things that are not good. For example, drugs. Sasa drugs ni za nini? Why work so hard? Then you put your money into waste. Alcoholism. Sijui kama tunajua what is happening. Why should you toil and then by the end of the day you just become that person who is not admired by anybody? Hata wewe hujiamini na hujipendi. Because kama unajipenda, there are some things that you are not supposed to take, to be very honest with you. So discipline is key. And with the chamber is equals to ethics, is equals to integrity. And this is not something that you practice today. And tomorrow you are like, no. As my ethics, my integrity kando, sasa I'm a different person. It must be with you 24/7. Hapo tuko sawa sawa. So my fellow, our youths, please, if you want to go far in business, if you want to go far in this, and Chamber is ready for you, be a disciplined person. Let me ask you a question. If you are a beverage, which brand would you want to be? Ama which product? Suppose wewe ni soda. Ungetaka kuwa gani? Ungetaka kuwa gani? Ati? Ati Crest. Kuna mtu amesema Crest. Ungetaka kuwa gani? Fanta orange. Wow, nice. It tastes nice. Wow, that's so nice. Me, I think ningependa kuwa treetop. I'm sure most of you don't know treetop. Those days, those old good days. Wakati watu hawakuwa wanachanganya vitu. And now that is where I'm coming about. I'm happy that the KEBS guys are here. As I was introducing myself, I said I work in a cancer center. And now, the cancer cases are so alarming. And every day, you receive a new client. And as much as we've not done enough research, some of the predisposing factors could be whatever we are using, where? In farming. Are we spraying our crops this morning and selling our produce in the evening simply because umepata buyer? Are we doing that? Those who are in agribusiness, let's practice discipline as we've said. Because sasa watu wakiisha, who will buy for you? Where will our future be? Because we've seen an increase in gastrointestinal cancers. With gastrointestinal, I mean the whole digestive system. Are you feeling where I'm coming from? Can you see? Is it making sense? Washa tusikue watu wenye wanajipenda sana. A disciplined person knows the limits. That you don't have to spray your crops and then you just sell simply because you want money. Acha hiyo pesa, Mungu aibariki na njia ingine, and even that time, when that time will come, utapata tu baya. Sawa sawa? Haya, mimi nimeenda Lagos through chamber. Lagos iko wapi? Iko Nigeria, yes. Nyi watu, keep your books. Ebu imagine my age. Na sasa I think I'm the oldest here. I'm the oldest here, so, and you got a long way to go. So imagine, kama mimi nimeenda Zimbabwe, nimeenda Nigeria, that means you can also go to Germany, to China, yes, you can. It is possible. It is possible, just obey, just do what these people are telling you to do. And as Pauline our chair was telling us about what Kncci does, networking. You people, networking is so real. 3 weeks ago, I was to tell you this, our madam. 3 weeks ago, like a month, 2 months ago, there was a forum that we were called through Kncci in Nairobi, and I attended. And there was a lot of networking. Na mimi pia ni mtu wa network. So I got this company from Japan. And this company was looking for caregivers because in Japan there are so many old people. And I networked Pauline. Because 3 weeks ago, these people came from Japan and visited our college. And they said, whoever is going to train from our college, they will process, and if you are willing, they will train them the Japanese language, and they will be going to work in Japan. And the salary is lucrative. Si munaona jobs ziko. Young guys, the jobs ziko. We only need to network. Isn't Chiba doing great? And especially the Kirinyaga one. The Kirinyaga one. Si tuwapigie makofi. So you are a youth there. You want to go to Japan. Please come train with us. That caregiving, we have that caregiving course. It's taken 1 year. You combine with Japanese language, and there you go. Sawa sawa. May God bless you, and may He do you great. And discipline. Me, I talk about discipline every day. God bless you.
Wow, wasn't that so insightful from Madam Purity? Please let's appreciate her once more.
So I'll take this opportunity to invite Sami Moya from Mazao Grand Holdings. He'll also introduce his team.
Thank you. Habari zenyu? Kwa wazima? Wale wako nyuma mnaweza ni amkua. Yeah, it's quite a pleasure. Thank you so much, Chamber of Commerce. I should say I'm a new baby that has joined you, and I'm already getting the privilege. I'm so glad that I'm seated here with Chamber of Commerce Chair Lady Kirinyaga chapter on the same table. I'm already getting the privileges. I'm seated on the same table with our chief guest. It's quite an honor to be there. Na nashukuru sana. And I'm also proud to be in the midst of potential entrepreneurs. When you talk about youth, you're having potential. Even if you're already a billionaire, ukiwa youth, you already have a potential to go beyond that. You should clap for yourself. Like you've been told, my name is Sami Moya, and I'm given the privilege of doing an introduction of the team that we have. I will summarize as I give my own insight as I invite my boss here, Bwana Alex, to close the insight from our side. First of all, just let me give an introduction of who Mazao na Afya is. Mazao na Afya is agro input service provider. Madam Purity Mutero, we are here. We are the people who are providing the chemicals to the farmers. And we are here to tell you that we are aware. We are aware, and as much as we are looking at the commercial aspect of it, we are also concerned about the food that is being consumed. Tunajionea maneno. It is even more shocking when people are using the wrong chemicals for the wrong purpose. We've seen farmers spraying dawa ya ng'ombe, ile ya kuspray ng'ombe ya kupe, inapigwa kwa tomato. And it's not like that. If we look at the money and we don't care about our health, where we will ever enjoy that money, you know? So we have a stewardship program under Mazao Group of Company that is on food safety. Hapo lazima ningejitetea before I finish with the introduction. So we are very aware, we are concerned about the consumers of the food that comes from the farm. We are concerned about the farmer, the protective clothing that he wears. So we also supply the PPEs, the mask, the goggles, the protective clothing. And we try to make sure the farmer is aware that he needs to protect himself so that he can be healthy to take care of the produce. Apart from that, I hope you've heard about Agitech seedlings. It's based at Moya, Mutivi. We deal with seedlings propagation, very healthy seedlings. Nitakuwa na insist hapo kwa healthy. Our seedlings, they are triggered by the needs from the farmers we are dealing with on a day-to-day basis. Our farmers need quality and healthy seedlings. So when we were working in the enterprise of Mazao, we realized there's a need for us to provide beyond seeds, because under Mazao Holdings we sell seeds. So our farmers have the need for quality seedlings, and that creates room for farmers to come up with productive crops that require less input of chemicals. Okay, so at the end of the day, we are safe with Madam Mutero. There is less chemical that is being used on those seedlings. We also have a company that is called AgriPrice Center Limited. It's also another company that supplies chemicals, and those are unique chemicals, especially as far as nutrition is concerned. Bwana Alex will be here to mention about that. And we supply all over the country. And courtesy of Chamber of Commerce, we know that you're expanding beyond the borders. Our chair here is creating linkage for us in Tanzania. I hope you can give her a clap on that. We really appreciate it. You can see the babies already benefiting from the linkage we have through Chamber of Commerce. I would like also to say that apart from day-to-day operation as a commercial organization and a Mazao group of companies, we have farmers' capacity building programs. When you talk about capacity, we are talking about, at the top, we are looking at productivity, how much produce that farmer can come up with from the farm. But also we create linkage through financial literacy that is part of the capacity building. We also, even what I've mentioned on food safety, it's an element of farmers' capacity building. And all that we create through workshops that we run under our platform of Mazao group of companies. We have field days, we have market storming, that we go around and create awareness. And some of these services we offer free of charge. And our announcement to you, we have those forums. Now that we have a clear relationship with you, the forum is available to you. Isn't that a good thing? So the youth, kindly utilize that opportunity. So all these capacity building and farmers empowerment program falls under what we call the Agitech Grand Expo. And I hope if you're within Kirinyaga County, you might have heard about Agitech Grand Expo that has been happening at Mutibi. I can say the latest that we had, courtesy of the linkages that we've been having through our partners at the top of the chain, of course, was Chamber of Commerce. You came in quite handy. And we were able to have over 25,000 farmers on the two-day event, which was quite successful for us. And also we were able to have over 156 diverse, different kind of stakeholders that came in for that two-day event. So that was remarkable, courtesy of the linkages that we are having. This baby anakuja anachota kila kitu chenye mama anaweza mpea. Thank you so much, Chamber of Commerce. And this year still we are working on that. I would say now to connect to the youth. The Agitech Grand Expo is an event that is quite propelled by a number of youth. And that is where I would like to introduce one of the members who is permanently, courtesy of Agitech Grand Expo, in the secretariat team, Madam Grace. She's here. You know, when I was seated, I was doing a Google of the difference between Gen Z and the youth. And I see you fall in between. You know, I have your papers. So you need to stand up and say hi on behalf of the youth from the Agitech Grand Expo. Just come.
God is good, and all the time. My name is Grace Moturi, a member of the Secretariat, Agitech Grand Expo, and also a member of the marketing team, Squeezy Vituni Digital. Squeezy Vituni, just like we've been given those platforms to entertain ourselves and entertain other people, we have also been given the platform for free for us to market our own businesses. So take that chance and make your own sales just free of charge. Squeezy Mamboni, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Grace. So she is a representation of the youth that are here today. We have a 7-member team. They are all young people. They are directly working under my docket. I am the head of the secretariat team also in the Agitech Grand Expo. And I can assure you, if it wasn't for the youth, the awareness that we have created would have not got to where it is. This team have really done a good job. So it's not like we don't know what you are capable of. And I would connect with what Madam Lucy has said. Gine, you start with understanding what is your purpose. You know, when you were doing the presentation, it reminded me a certain speaker was saying, don't be like a box of pizza. You know what is a box of pizza? Hiyo kibox ukipewa kiko na kishape. What is the shape? What is the name of that shape? Ati? Hexagon. Then ukifungua ndani, unakipata ndani kiko which shape? Then ukichukua kukula, don't be like a box of pizza. Understand yourself. Who are you? Are you circle? Are you triangle? Are you hexagon? So that is how you have to start by understanding what is your purpose. And somehow, let the youth understand that also. tulifika hapa tu kujua. You know, there is a time I was in an occasion. Ilikuwa harusi. Ilikuwa mahali ushago ndani. So you can imagine where the MC anasimama anasema, sasa ni wakati wa kukula, tuanze na wazee, alafu wa mama wafuate, ndio vijana malizie. So me, I was seated waiting for my turn. Alafu ananiambia, wewe mzee unangoja nini? So before you realize, we have already seen ulishapita hiyo gap. It is a very short duration of time and you cannot recover. And the Bible, I think the Bible quotes, I remember when we used to be told, Ecclesiastes, number youth, enjoy your youth. And you wonder, the way we interpret it, you take it like enjoying your youth is by having fun. It is because you have the energy and the potential. And you think, even the Bible says, you'll be answerable. Isn't it? You think utaenda kuwa answerable kule mbinguni? Hapana. When the age of your youth ikiisha, that is when you start being answerable. When that young man tells you, Baba, ama mama, that is when you realize it's my time to be answerable for the time I wasted when I was a youth. So it is a very short duration of time and you can highly achieve a lot. I was looking at the background of where we came from. Our director is not here, but he was really aware of what we are coming to do, and he sent us a representation. And I can tell when he started the group of companies back in 1997, I calculated his age. He was 32 years old. Doesn't he fall at the brackets of what we call the youth? So it means he's a how many employees? We have over 500 employees under Mazao group of companies. That is a youth that initiated all that project. So this is your time. And maybe during his time, there were never opportunities like this we have under Chamber of Commerce. Chamber of Commerce is taking a direct initiative to mentor the youth. And it is very, very intentional. Please take advantage of this opportunity. As I finish, I don't want to take too much time. I would like to invite you, the youth, I'm very specific, to the Agitech Grand Expo 2025. It will be on 3rd and 4th of October. I have a reason. I am looking here at the theme for this year. Safeguarding the future of agribusiness. Now, the question is, when you talk about the future, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? This is the time I'm analyzing. Whoever came up with this theme for this year, he was thinking about the youth. And he went ahead and mentioned that there are pillars that he's looking at for this year. We have been very successful. Like I've mentioned, over 25,156 companies came in. All these companies and all these attenders are focused this year on the youth. The main thing we are talking about youth inclusion in agribusiness. So as much as we are talking about youth investing, we are inviting you to invest in the agricultural sector. And courtesy of Chamber of Commerce, we are offering those avenues to you through the Mazao group of companies. Another pillar that you are looking at in this year's expo is technology. And when you talk about technology, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Is this expo meant for you people? Are we out? Are we out? We are there because sisi ndio tutakuwa wazee kesho, nyinyi ndio mtakuwa mnashikilia. So it is your time to prepare for that future. We understand there is an issue with financial empowerment, and that's why we have financial institutions like ABSA, and we are working very close to them to make them understand the needs of the youth. One thing about investing in agriculture, you use very minimal capital, to be honest. Ask me and I know. Use very minimal capital. To start up any venture in agribusiness requires very minimal capital. You come and see me, I will tell you. Nitakuuliza uko na pesa ngapi kesho utakuwa mkulima. The other thing is about sustainability as a pillar to hold on this year's expo. So that continuity exercise, you are the ones to pass it on. After Gen Z ni nani wako hapo chini? Hao ndio alpha. So you are the ones to pass the baton to the alpha generation. So we are here, we as the Mazao group of company, of which Agitech Grand Expo is one of the companies under those entities. We are ready to work with you very closely. With those few remarks, I would like to welcome my boss, Mr. Alex. Karibu sana.
Good evening. It's already evening. So Sami is also our boss. He's a marketing manager for the group. So asiwadanganye kuwa yeye si boss. So he's also a big boss. So my name is Alex Munene, and we have talked so much about the youth, and I was just calculating, I just have 3 months to be an outgoing youth. So you enjoy your youth kwa sababu inaishanga haraka. When I was 23 years old, I asked my uncle who was that 3 years, kweli wewe uncle ni mzee aje? And now I've realized I've just 3 months ya kutoka kwa youth. So it's true, don't be answerable negatively, but be answerable positively. So we work at the Mazao Group company, which now you have heard that it's under, or it has several arms, and that is Mazao na Afya, which is a distribution company, AgriPrice, which imports and distributes across the country. Then we have Agitech Seedlings, which propagate seedlings. Most of you in Kirinyaga, I know you know that. And then we have another new baby called Mazao na Afya Sacco, which we just started to support our farmers in terms of financial capabilities. And we also have an online app called Mtoroli that is coming, that department is headed by Sami, who is also an IT expert. Mimi ni mtu wa hesabu. Now, Mazao na Afya Group has become an ecosystem right now. So it's a support system, because I've also realized that most of the ventures or most of the operational or issues that we are doing are actually support mechanisms. Because right now when we sit on board meetings and deliberations, we talk on how to support farmers, how to support the youth, how to partner with a certain college because of the youth who are doing agriculture and all that. And we go to the meetings to even the ministerial levels. Because last time I remember when we went to the Minister of Agriculture, who is now I think is a Brazil ambassador, we actually, one of the biggest topic was the youth, and he is very passionate on agriculture. And when we did our last expo, we were actually very particular because we were able to employ in the 2-day event over 345 youths. So that shows that without a youth, we have not tomorrow. So in terms of Chamber of Commerce, we are not sold as members. So we started with being a patron member, which is quite good, because we saw that there is a lot of opportunities, and we are one team that we don't fear networking, and we really love opportunities because we're in the world of information, and that's why unasikia today's data is the new gold mine. So with information is everything. So you cannot do anything without information. So first you have to get informed, then you act. And this is why Chamber of Commerce is very important. Personally, I'm also a member individually because I know it is quite important, because the kind of information you'll get, it's a lot. Because Chamber of Commerce may not get the fish to you, but watakuonyesha how to fish. And that is quite important because of country today. And the mama biashara amesema, we are now in AI technology. Unajua sisi tukizaliwa tulikuta technology. So we used to show our mothers, wewe hujui Facebook iko aje. And now when the AI came, I'm struggling should I take a course in AI? Because sasa ijanikuta nikiwa mdogo. So, and for you, it will be very easy to absorb like we did technology. So take that opportunity, because opportunity will come in the morning, and in the evening they are God and others have come. So how fast you are determine how you take that kind of opportunity. For the Chambers of Commerce, I know you are very deliberate in terms of the youth, and I think we should actually have more, and especially even a virtual meeting, because we may not be in a position to arrange this kind of meetings now and then. So probably we can have a virtual meetings for those who are members, so that they get more information. I'm also happy because of the newsletter that you issue daily. So we get to get informed daily about the information, today's information. Like today I read about the budget, You hear about the conference that is there in terms of AI, where Africans are coming together and all that. So that is a very good article. I've read it for the last 3 days, and I think it's very informed. Hiyo msiachilie muendelee kuweka kwa sababu it's quite important. So entrepreneurs, we do actually, we have a lot of interviews to employ, and why I really advocate for entrepreneurship, every time we advertise for an interview, like we have one of us on Saturday because we are looking for a demo for a manager. Currently today, it's only 4 days ago, we have more than 500 CVs. Last week, we also had another one for we needed 3 slots. We had 1,500 CV. And that, what does that tell you? That we have a lot of youths that are jobless. And actually when you do the interviews, most of the youth, if it's in accounts, huyo mtu amefanya CPA final, amefanya BCom. But you interview like 20 of them, you just need one. Mtu amefanya agronomist, amefanya degree and other courses. You just need one. So we are spoiled for choices as employers. So you ask yourself, how wengine wote wataenda wapi? And that's where the answer of being entrepreneurs inakuja, because when you offer solution in your own small ways, hiyo tu ndio inaweza, because the job market cannot absorb all of us. So youth, I know in school it was never addressed. Teachers used to ask, nani anataka kuwa daktari, nani anataka kuwa engineer. We are never taught how to be entrepreneur. And I know when I was coming out of high school, because I was just here in Kianyaga, nilitoka nikisema mimi nataka kufanya banking. Why? Because I didn't have options. I didn't know what is outside there. But you come out and you say, so these are kind of opportunity. So I think we need to equip our primaries and secondary with information that si lazima uajiriwe. And this kind of psychology tunapewa tukiwa shule. Ukitoka kwa job market, before you change your mindset that you don't have to be employed, unafaa kuwa entrepreneur, it's a good venture, it takes you time. So I think it's also a challenge to our institution and government to make sure that entrepreneur is really addressed like China does or Chinese do, so that we can also address the issues of economy and also make sure that we develop quite well. I will not take that much time. Thank you for this invitation and God bless you. Santi.
Thank you so much. I'd also want to acknowledge that amongst us, we have a trainer who trains all about AI. Crystal, maybe you can stand. They see you afterwards. You can network with him. Yes, there he is, a fellow youth. All right, so right about now, I'll take this opportunity to invite Fortune Sacco. Yes. Let's give it up for Fortune Sacco.
Good evening. My name is Florence Wangeshi, working at Fortune Sacco, based in Kerugoya. Tuko hapa Kirinyaga. We also have a branch here, and tunaongea mambo ya youth leo, si ndio? I have heard him say he's 3 months to stop being a youth. Me too, I am 3 months to stop being a youth. So your birthday party, tufanye korabo. We save on cost. So as Fortune Sacco, we have 17 branches within Kirinyaga, Kiambu County, Kajiado, and Nairobi. So we are all over Kirinyaga. And the reason we are in Kirinyaga sana, we have 14 branches in Kirinyaga, ni sababu tulianzia hapa Kirinyaga. Na Fortune Sacco tulianzia na mkulima wa kahawa. Lucy said she has done coffee farming as a profession. I am sure leo pia nilimuona kwa ofisi zetu, so I know she's also mentoring us as an organization on how to do coffee farming. And for the youth, saizi tunasema farming and entrepreneurship is now a profession. Saizi wakulima wa kahawa wamelipwa. In the morning I interacted with one youth. Alikuja akaniambia, Florence, hebu niangalia account yangu iko na pesa ngapi? And I was shocked. A very young guy. but ile pesa nilipata kwa account yake, I was there wondering what am I doing in office. Yes, I was wondering, mimi niko kwa ofisi nikihesabu mshahara yangu, ile pesa anapata at the end of the year, that one coffee payout amenishinda na mimi niko hapo ofisi. So for the youth, as much as you're not employed, kukua kwa ofisi si game sasa. Kukua huko nje, and as much as you have your brains on work, you can do anything that will give you money at the end of the month, at the end of the day. And si tunatafuta pesa, na tunasemanga pesa ikiingia kwa mfuko haijui ama ni ya kulima, haijui imetoka wapi, umeshinda kwa mjengo. So here is Fortune Sacco, we say we are here to grow your wealth, and we also say that your success is our success. For the entrepreneurs, kuna wanabiashara hapa ninaona whom have been our members. Specifically now for the youth, we work with you. We do not finance startups, but we want you as a youth kuwa na biashara at least umeanzia. The reason we do not do startups ni sababu tunataka ukuwe na experience, ndio? For you to have the challenges, you are able to overcome the challenges. That is why we do not finance the startups. So tunasema wewe kama mwana youth, kuwa na kitu ushaanza kufanya. Ukikuwa na kitu ushaanza kufanya, we will finance you. Tunaanza na wewe pale chini and you graduate. We have had people who have graduated whom we are even loaning to 100 million. Na mtu ukisikia story yake, unasikia alianza na kukopa 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, and eventually you become a very big entrepreneur. So it is all about having ideas. Venye tuliambiwa about the 5 P's. So it works. And as Fortune Sacco, we will grow with you with the 5 P's from the start to the end. Sawa sawa. As Fortune Sacco, we have different products zenye tunawapatia. So kuna agricultural products. Agricultural tunasema ni za mkulima wa kahawa, mkulima wa rice, kuna tea, and kuna dairy farming. So as much as you're doing all these farmings, we do finance. For the coffee, we finance you up to 4 years. So mwana youth tunasema, hata kama utaki kukuja upate there is 12 million or 10 million or 2 million or 500,000 in your account, ukianza kulima, kuna ile first payout, ndio? And you graduate. The first payout and the second and the third, you usually graduate. Sababu ya kwanza na ya pili haikuangine the same, ndio? So ukipata your first payout, we give you loans up to 4 years. So tukikupatia loan ya kwanza, utaweza kufanya kitu na hiyo pesa. And as much as we are loaning you, si lazima tukuambie the purpose must be the coffee. So you can have the money and go and do maybe something else that will still bring in income. Something else means like what? Enda ununue ng'ombe moja. Ni sawa sawa. We've had our members, and especially the youths. Kwetu tunaona youths wameamka sana. Ukikuwa na ng'ombe na 1 cow, you come, we finance you. You go and buy another cow. Sahizi Kirinyaga, we've also noticed dairy farming has become a thing in Kirinyaga. The dairy societies zenye ziko huku na wenye tunalipia maziwa pale Fortune Sacco, we've noticed that dairy farming has really graduated. From last year to this year, dairy farming has really graduated. So watu wanaendelea kulisha ng'ombe. So that is one of the things that you can do as a youth. You start small with dairy farming and grow with us. Ni sawa sawa. The other thing, as much as we want to run the loans, there is the rice loan, that is for the agricultural, there is the tea, the coffee. We also do the business, the entrepreneurial loans. Kama uko na biashara and you want us to finance, we do finance up to 4 years. So you have a business, you come and walk with us the journey, we loan you, and for our loaning we will have your cash flows. So we loan against your cash flows. So we also loan the business people, and we are also giving the salaried loans. So kama uko hapo wewe ni mwana youth na uko employed, for the employed people, if you have a salary, we are loaning up to 8 years. Sawa sawa. And also as Fortune Sacco, as much as we are loaning, tunasema tafadhali eka shilingi moja tumia moja. Sawa, ama uweke mbili and save something. So for the savings, we have specific savings account, and our savings account, we have savings accounts that we are paying interest up to 12.5%. So you having an account with us, una save kama mwana youth. I had one of them whom we were talking about how you can save. So on the saving, you can decide to save daily. Unakuwa na pesa inakatwa, una save. Maybe you can save daily from your M-Pesa. You can have standing orders in your main account and directly to your savings account. So you can have as little as you can and have in your savings. We have seen people grow. Not from loans, lakini kutoka na ile pesa wamekuwa wakisave. So tumekuwa na watu wamekuwa wakisave as little as 50 shillings, and at the end of the year they are having saved a lot of money. So for this, we have specific accounts that we stay with your money. That is the fixed. We have fixed accounts that we can fix your money, and we give you interest up to 12.5%. That is yearly. Na sisi kama sako pia we pay dividends. Last year we paid with 13.5%. So you can also be a shareholder in Fortune Sacco. Unakuja unanunua shares, one share is worth 100 shillings. Minimum shares is 10 shares, that is 1,000 shillings. So you can have shares with us, and the return is up to 13.5%. So you become a member with us, and you also become a shareholder. Sawa sawa. So that is on the running and the savings. And for the running, the entrepreneurs, we run up to 5 times your savings. Sisi kama sako, tunasema you save, then whatever you have saved, we run to you with what you have saved. So we do a multiplier of up to 5 times whatever you have saved. Sawa sawa. So as Fortune Sacco, so we are doing all businesses that a bank can do, and even offering dividends to our members. And sababu ninajua siongeangi sana, the last one, for the youth, we have a CSR as a Fortune Sacco, whereby we motivate and encourage our youthful members. We have a Fortune FC Sports Club. Hii Fortune FC ni ya kuleta pamoja ma youth. Sana sana tunachezea hapa Kianyaga. So kila time tuko na league, we want to bring the youth together and show them that they can have other extra, or something else that they can do with their extra time. And for the corporate social responsibility through the Fortune FC, we have employed the players who are youthful players. This is to give back to the youth and also improve on their talent. Sawa sawa. So as I come to an end, I was not alone. I had 2 other staff members. Maybe they can stand and just wave to you. So there is Dennis and there is Carol. We will be right there at the back in case of any question. Tuko hapo na nitamalizia hapo. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the insights from Fortune Sacco. My youth, Meskia, you can join the Fortune Sacco League, Football League, okay? Our next speaker is Absa Bank. Let's appreciate them.
Very much. Our chief guest, ladies and gentlemen, Hamjabu. I am very excited to be here today. Pauline knows why. We've walked a long journey with many chapters. And Kirinyaga chapter, we have started running on speed. Sidio kweli? So I'm very excited to be here. And I want first of all to appreciate that we've had some relationship. Lucy, we've walked a very long journey with her. She can tell you where we started activating Mount Kenya region. And good to see you here. Mazao Group, thank you. These are our partners. For your information, Pauline. So I was very excited when I saw them in the program. I was saying, wow, we are actually one family that is holding together. Fortune Sacco, They are also part and parcel of the APSA family. So happy that we are joining hearts. I've also met a friend of mine, Dr. Ijoe. I've worked with him in some other places, and I'm happy that he's around Kiruguya. And yeah, so as we engage as APSA, let me introduce myself. My name is John Jambara. I support APSA Bank. Terms business banking matters, so I support businesses in the region. That is around 15 branches of APSA, part of which is Kiruguya here. So APSA, we have 84 branches, so we are well represented across the country. And it means that we have good geographical representation. Besides that, for many of our people don't know that we have agencies across the board. In fact, where you find the KCB, look for the APSA logo, yeah, and you should be able to bank through those agencies. So we have a very big opportunity to partner with youth because we are starting at a level where we appreciate you do not have to come to us in the physical buildings. We can be able to interact, yeah, digitally. I want to start with what we've been able to do with Kncci. And I'm very excited because we do share the same values. In fact, the way we run our programs, it's like we've copied from each other. Because talk about issues networking, and right, we are here, we are doing the same. When we are offering market opportunities, we had our member who has really traveled out there, courtesy of Kncci. We are doing the same at APSA. We provide opportunities for mentorship and coaching. Same case like what is being offered in Kncci. And besides that, of course, we have the financial arm. So when we are here and we need to, as a bank, and we can be a bit boring, I was wondering what should I then communicate to the youth who are here. Happy that we have a small mix, so I'll speak to my customers who are at the other level. But allow me to just speak on those few lines. Where do you start as a youth? And Lucy, asante, because you started at the right level. You have a dream, it needs to start somewhere. You have a dream, it needs to start somewhere. And you cannot climb a tree from above. You climb a tree from the bottom. So first and foremost is you identify where you want to play. And when you identify where you want to play, then alongside the same metrics that I've talked about, then you can be able to run the journey. Number one, you have identified where you want to, what you want to do. But then you need to find a mentor who is doing something similar that you can work with, who can hold your hand, that can guide you, who can share their stories of what they have done well and probably where they have failed. Because we want our people not to start with the mistakes that we made in the past. True? Identify a mentor, identify someone who can work with you as a coach. Then number two, look for opportunities for networking. I think for the chamber, we have had a very successful story. There is a lady called, I think she's called Honey Chebet. She does honey. She's called Chebet, Honey by Chebet. You can read about it. This is a very young lady. Very young. I don't think she is even 27. I doubt. Okay? And this is a lady that we've worked with. She has been in many of our programs. We've seen her grow. Right now she is exporting her products. courtesy of partnership between APSA and Kncci. Those networking opportunities will open you up to a lot of learnings. You'll have opportunities to experience people who are academics who have been able to research in such fields that would interest you. You'll be able to meet people who have invested in some of the lines that you are interested in. People will share some of the stories that have worked for them and others that have not worked. And you can only have that in a media like where we are sitting. So look for those opportunities. But let me tell you, we do not start businesses without a market in mind. A lot of people, and we have seen it in the bank, do come up with businesses because someone tells them there is money. Hapa kuna pesa. But when you have invested so much of your money, the next thing is you don't have a market. Even in terms of agric, we've seen people doing poultry farming. You invest in 500 birds, government policy, something happens, eggs start coming from Uganda, cheaper than what we are selling locally. You do not have a market, so what happens? You close shop. So have a market in mind, and if you are able to even identify and do contracts where you can be able to anchor your business on assured markets, that would be a very good opportunity for you. I think lastly, it will be very important for you to know where you are sourcing and where you are getting your financing from. Have you saved enough? Who is supporting you? Fortune Circle, they said, we do not support startups. It is true. For a bank to give you a facility, we need to have known some history. We need to have observed how you are running your affairs financially. And we need to be comfortable that this money that you are borrowing, you have the capacity to repay back. So a lot of times if you are starting a business, we will not be able to support you. But we can link you up with partners who support such entities. We have venture, what do we call them? People who look at opportunities. They actually can even support you on ideas alone. Are we together? You have a splendid idea, and I think there's someone in Kenya who is doing that, where they sponsor the best 5 ideas they are able to identify. And some of those ideas, by the way, have made them millionaires. So look out for those opportunities. So for me, I think for the youth that as a bank, I want to say there are certain things that we do that help our youth to be ready for tomorrow. Number one, we have a program. We call it Ready to Work. For people who are out of university and colleges, we have a branch manager is there. We do have this program that runs for, I think we have 4 full days, where then you can be taken through what do you need to do to prepare for the next phase. If you are looking for opportunities in employment, how do you need to prepare yourself psychologically for you to fit in? Because you are going to work in an environment that is very different from school, college, and when you're interacting with youth. The other thing is we've seen, we do have opportunities with especially a lot of businesses that offer value addition. And I'm very happy that Kncci, all the trainings that I've worked to, if there is somewhere you can succeed, it is not in primary production. It is in value creation. So we'll hold your hand and show, out of the businesses that we support, what are the gaps that we see where you can plug in as a youth, and it can be very easy for you to do those value additions. The lady I was talking about, I'm picking her example for simplicity, because I have seen that she is not only doing honey, now she has gone to different tastes. Kuna zingine zinawekwa mango na honey, inaitwa nini? But those different what? Flavors. That's what I was looking for. So it is not common for you to have different flavors in honey. And you can imagine how then this becomes exciting when you are going to a supermarket or when someone is approaching you and you are going for the taste that goes well with you. The other thing is what I talked about, innovation. We've seen quite a number of hubs who are in innovation, and we are introducing our youth to such hubs. And we have seen a lot of people getting value when they are engaged and where they are enlisted in those hubs. Lastly, for the purpose of this training, there are opportunities in aggregation. Especially within our region, Mount Kenya, we have very many small players. Someone is doing tomatoes, they are getting 2 crates. People are doing maize, they are only getting 5 bags, okay? And we have opportunities for you to aggregate and deliver to a bigger market, and there is value. Not a lot of people have that muscle. So where you have an opportunity for aggregation, then that can work very well for you as a youth. As a bank, we come in and help our customers in many lines. And I know we are talking in a bit about opportunities that we have seen in export business. And I can tell you, for players who are exporting their products, the kind of returns that people are making, it's very different from when you are doing local trade. And at ABSA, we will help you with some of the legal documentations that make your business compliant with what is required for you to export. And we'll be able to connect you with the experts in those fields that can hold your hand in terms of all that you require. Whether you need marine insurance that involves you making sure that your products are insured, whether it is talking about the import declarations, if you are importing, or when you are exporting, the paperwork that is required, so forth and so on. Let me speak a bit towards when your business is running, and I think that is for the sake of my older brothers who are in the house. At ABSA, we are playing big, and let me say, you've known us as Barclays before, and we have had a story as Barclays before, and those stories are very different, because at ABSA, I think now we are 4 years in this branch. You've seen us getting very granular, being on the ground. It means we are relating more with people at the local level, understanding their language, understanding their businesses. And we are a bit less conservative and bureaucratic than we used to be. And I'm not ashamed to say that. So if you come to me as Jambara, who is running the show on business, I'm able to make much more decisions, okay, than in the past, where probably you needed to talk to me and then I whisper to someone else, and by the time you get assisted, it takes talking to around 10 people. So in a lot of ways we are able to make decisions within country, even for any limits. Whether you're talking about billions, we are able to make decisions within country. Our structures are such that you can be assisted from the branch level. And I will be introducing the staff who are with me here for you to see that. And I want to say that for our business customers, we'll always give you a relationship manager who works with you, who understands where you are, the challenges that you face. And once they understand you, they are able to now formulate some of the solutions that we are able to offer at the bank level. So we've worked with many customers, and we've seen the beauty of businesses that we have assisted to grow, because we know when you grow, we grow. And that is the bottom line. We believe in partnerships. We don't just look at traditional banking. We look at opportunities where we help you to move to the next level, because that is what matters to us. So thank you very much. I want to take this opportunity to introduce the team that is on the ground. Please, if you can rise. On my left, we have Faustin. Faustin sits in the branch in Kirwea, so that's the person you meet here. He's a banker. We have Daniel Nyaga next to him. Daniel is our area sales manager, so he moves a lot, and I think he supports 5 branches. He has a team of around 30 young men and women, most of them who sit in your space. Then we have our host for today, and let me allow him to just say one word. As he does that, we have Selina Goge. Selina is head of asset-based finance for Mount Kenya region. And then we have Simon Waithaka, who is a relationship manager, supporting Kiruguya, Embu, Muranga, and Karatina. So he is the person who would be running with a number of businesses that sit where you sit. So I want to say thank you very much for your time as I welcome my brother to say a word or two. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Good evening. Stephen Chalo is my name, the branch manager of Kiruguya. And nice meeting all of you. The promise that as ABSA Kiruguya, once you come on board, my biggest role is to ensure that we serve you to the best of our ability. Yeah. So if you've not tested ABSA, kindly try us. Try us from entry level, opening an account, insurance, if you're looking for insurance services, if you're looking for borrowing, that we can be able to offer. So, including now what Jambara said, if you want us to visit your business, unlike the old times where you used to have a branch manager, having a secretary, the door is open. Just walk in, say you want to see the branch manager, Stephen Chalo, you can take my number, call me. If you have a business, you want us to see how it's running, how we can plug in, ready to do that. My number is 0728 961 850. 0728 961 850. And thank you so much, Chamber, for this invitation. We truly appreciate, and looking forward to many more partnerships. Thanks.